Brought to you by Sprite. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, and by my side is Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to 2K Sports, the NBA season wrapping up, and you can just feel the anticipation for the playoffs. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And looking at the Cavaliers, finally we get to stop talking about this team and actually get to see them in action. Feels like it's been a long offseason. All right, Shaq, the state of the game when it comes to centers. You know, decades ago you had some of the greatest to ever play the game. How do you rank some of your favorites in the present-day game?
I'm going to just give you a few names, Ernie. DeMarcus Cousins, he can score, he can rebound, he's underrated on defense. Dwight Howard, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. Resume speaks for itself, even though I think he should average 28 and 15. Brook Lopez, maybe the best low-post scorer in the game today. Joakim Noah, reigning Defensive Player of the Year, passion and all-around impact. And my last, Ernie, Andre Drummond. He's a beast. It might be his league in a few years.
Those are some good ones. Well done. Let us send it down now to Kevin Harlan as we approach tip-off.
We're going to bring you an interconference matchup in this one as the Cavaliers come from Cleveland to play this one. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan. Here with me today, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Tip-off goes to the Lakers. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert, and it's Mozgov in at the center position.
Kevin Love, I think, solidifying his place last season among the best players in the world. First-time starter in the All-Star game, and incredible numbers, 26 points, over 12 boards a game in the regular season. Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them.
Jags Hunter Hill back with some more NBA 2K15. Sorry, it's not 2K16. I don't have that yet, but I will get it soon. So you guys gotta, yeah. Sorry about that. But I'm trying to make it entertaining for y'all. So here we go. I'm the Lakers, and we're facing the Cavaliers.
Sure was, and you heard some sources within the Cavs organization questioning his leadership too. I mean,
so far, it is 2-0.
Where it needed to be kind of a mess all season, quite honestly. And Irving is still young and has a lot on his shoulders.
We need you.
Maybe started to show some of the frustration.
Boom. That's how we do it. 3. See? You made up for that foul. He really made up for that foul. Yeah. Now just hopefully we can take this game.
Should really help smooth that out for the young
you guys go let
the basket good. The easiest way to do it sometimes
is
with the bounce back.
Yeah.
Here's Los Angeles.
Who else is good on this team? Let's try Johnson.
Now the feed to Johnson. And just about a minute into the first quarter.
Yeah, another 3. That's 6-4, baby. Wait, what the heck?
And for Irving, a chance to learn from the best player in the world. On winning more games, I think it'll really help his development as a player and a leader.
Oh, my stars.
Well, that's a solidly executed pick play. I mean, it paid dividends with that nice dunk.
Exactly the result they were looking for.
Yeah, it worked so well.
Yeah, I could do that. Okay, I didn't dunk it, but yeah.
Really well done there offensively. Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
The fadeaway.
How the heck he get that? You see it, man?
3 straight makes to start this game. Looking good.
Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. On the wing, Johnson. Here's Clarkson, covered by Irving. And here's Kobe from the...
Boom again. Another 3, Kobe.
How about this? They're shooting 80% so far.
I'm talking about 80%. You hear that? We shooting 80%. Just hope we don't get injured on this one.
Irving drives in. No good.
Good.
So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And Kobe Bryant again.
That's like what, 90% now?
Got 10 points in the game.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. I mean, just a tremendous period of basketball for him. A lot of problems for the Lakers last season, and it's
Don't think so.
Stink on the road, but when
Oh, come on.
in Los Angeles, you bet people will react.
There's no way.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Pass to Clarkson.
There you go.
Johnson outside. He feeds it to Davis.
Yeah,
down low.
I'm talking about.
Davis has got his first basket.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement.
Stay on your man. Stay on your man. Stay on your man.
Piling up the assists.
Irving misses the layup.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant again.
Themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
Yep, it's been a clinic at that end of the floor, no question.
The drive by James.
Stay on him. Everybody stay on their man. Come on.
Outside jumper. He's looking for Love and finds him.
Blah, boo-boo face.
Got 6.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And that's going to open things up for them.
Let's make a play with Kobe. Going down. Okay.
Clarkson passes to Kobe. Puts it up from 12.
Yeah. Only thing they put a goal like that, but it's all good.
14.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
The drive by LeBron.
Wow.
The bucket good.
Blah.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a
There's
guy
no
who
way he
we
made
know.
it,
I mean,
man.
if he gets going early, he can give you problems all
You
day.
can say OP,
Let's catch up with
LeBron
Doris from the
James.
sideline.
Guys, I was able to talk with David Blatt for a minute. When talking about who they'll be most concerned with on the other side, he laughed a little and asked, "You mean other than Kobe?" He said that it's an almost futile effort to try and slow Kobe because he can score in so many different ways, saying, really, all we can try and do is prevent him from getting into a rhythm and try to force him into tough shots. Guys?
All right, Doris, catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Randall's checked in for Hill. Boozer comes in for Davis. Nick Young's checked in for Johnson. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Clarkson.
Yeah.
Cleveland also making some changes.
Came out the bench and start shooting in the ring. Yeah.
Thompson comes in for Kevin Love.
Okay.
And J.R. Smith
Everybody on their man.
in for Iman Shumpert.
Well, Jeremy Lin making $15 million this season, that what they call a poison pill portion of his contract. That's big money, and playing in a contract here sometimes can add some pressure. So it'll be interesting to see how he responds this year.
Here's Kobe. Anderson Varejao making his last shot. And Bryant kicks to Young. Outside, Lin. Pass to Young. Pocket 6. On the wing, Kobe. Unloads.
Yeah. Got that swish, baby.
And the Rockets trading Jeremy Lin along with a first-round pick to the Lakers, essentially for cap space, and they had intended to use that money to sign Chris Bosh, but as we know, he chose Miami instead.
That ain't no foul.
Great for Houston, but a nice trade for the Lakers.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Come on.
Lin, along with the draft pick in 2015, and in LA, Lin should have a decent chance to showcase his ever-growing game.
You guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Lakers?
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific.
Okay, we shoot the ball right in.
A lot of assists, really moving, a lot of flow offensively. I like what I see. J.R. Smith going from one of his best seasons in 2012-13 to one of his worst a year ago. I think his knee surgery in the offseason really got him off to a slow start. He didn't have the same bounce in his step, and he didn't find his game until late in the season.
Well, you talk about Smith's knee holding him back. It does make sense. I mean, his rebounding and rate of scoring both went down, but he shot well from outside and increased his assist total. And that speaks to him playing around.
Man, that was going to have been a bad-ass move, too.
Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Okay, can't be screwing up now. Well. You got a good lead on this.
There hasn't been much defensive resistance either.
Boozer dishes to Lin. Left side, Lin. They shoot again. He dishes it to Randall.
Come on,
Young outside. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. Unawares by Young. And Smith shooting poorly to start last season, but his play improved as the season wore on, Steve.
Yeah, and as his knee rounded into form, I think he got more comfortable, and we saw that how he finished the season. Boy, this game is off to a terrific start.
I know,
No
right?
doubt. On both sides, high-octane offense.
Now here's Lynn. Tight defense on him. Kicks it to Ellington. Feeds to Young. Out to the right wing. The shot. The shot by Ellington.
You
No good.
overshoot that.
The Cavaliers shooting their fifth and sixth free throws of the game.
And you look at the numbers from a year ago, guys.
Okay,
this is
never
a
mind.
club that hit about 75%
take that.
of its free throws.
And he sinks the second. 7 seconds left in the first quarter. With 1 on the clock, no good. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And what stands out to you from the Lakers?
Kobe.
How about the three-point shooting? The scoring has really come in bunches from long range.
Yeah, it seems like every time down the floor they're knocking down the triple.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, +1.
With Iman Shumpert. Then there's Tristan Thompson. Then there's J.R. Smith. And it's Love in at the 4. Everything appeared to be lined up for Cleveland to get back into the playoffs last year, but that just wasn't the case. A lot of what-ifs for them last season.
And with another top pick on the roster, Kevin,
Boom.
and a youthful team, they were a popular pick before the season to play postseason games, but they still needed some seasoning.
Now here's Shumpert. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Yeah, buddy.
The Cavaliers trail by 4.
Trail by 4. Damn
The
it.
Lakers with some changes.
You gotta
Davis
stop
comes in
reaching.
for Randall. And Kobe is subbed in for Wayne Ellington. Then for the Cavaliers, Mozgov. He's checked in for Thompson. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Matthew Dellavedova. It's stolen by Johnson. And
Boom.
dunk by Johnson. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark?
Heck,
Well,
man.
you know what the questions are about now? It's their defense, that's for sure.
It's stolen
Come
by
on, Kobe.
Shumpert. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, Kyrie Irving, the #1 pick overall back in 2011, a player who promised himself he'd play in the NBA when he was just in the 4th grade. He said that came from his father. Confidence, confidence, confidence. That's all my dad preached. He'd always tell me, Kyrie, you could be this. You could be that.
Kobe,
My dad had
you
more
tried
belief in
too
me
hard.
than I had in myself. Gentlemen,
You know, it helps having people
Wow.
boosting you up, Doris. Thanks.
Not that good. We
bucket,
lost
pretty good in
like that.
transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Here's Clarkson. Back to Bryant. Launches it.
Boom.
He's good. Kobe's got 19 points.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Only missed 2 shots.
Tipped away. And
Damn it.
out of bounds as
Oh,
the
it's our ball.
Lakers
Sweet.
gain possession.
Got it bounce off
Well,
his
that's
foot or something.
inexcusable
That's
to
good.
throw a pass that far off the mark.
Los Angeles leading by 3.
A lot of times when a great player hangs it up,
Johnson.
it takes some
Here you
time
go.
to find themselves or just relax. But Kobe said last season that he wants to stay heavily involved in the NBA when his playing days are over. Not a huge surprise if you think about just how competitive he is.
Okay, no more
Cavaliers have
threes
gotten 4 of the
unless
first 5 shots to
you
fall in the
really-
second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Shumpert, no good. LA's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And
Yeah.
gets the bucket. 21 points for Kobe Bryant.
See, I don't know. See how you man, Kobe. Okay, we got a timeout.
He would like to stay involved with the Lakers on some level, given that he has spent his whole career, his most formative years with the organization.
You know, that could be true, Kevin, from a front office standpoint, but if he wants to try his hand at coaching, he might have to be open to moving around for a little bit.
Here's Mozgov following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Smith drives in, and Davis sends it back. Shumpert. Here's Mozgov. Well, it was
Man, you guys can't get a rebound.
Get the bucket.
It's a great play on the boards for him, and you know that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
Now here's Johnson. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. The jump hook, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Yeah, that was
Percentage
good.
shot, though. That's one they'll take any day of the week.
Here's Irving. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Johnson outside. Hill kicks to Bryant.
Boom.
Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 3 assists in the game.
Kobe's on fire
He's putting
tonight.
on an outstanding
This is his
play,
game.
and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Oh, that's blocked.
Oh yeah, block it. Can go with alley-oop.
Throws it up high.
Boom.
Johnson took the slam.
Alley-oop, baby.
Rose on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Here's Mozgov.
Yep, my fault.
After Wesley
My
Johnson's
fault.
bucket, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Hill. That's his first foul. Some changes for the Lakers. Carlos Boozer's checked in for Hill.
Sound you
Young
guys,
comes in for
guys.
Wesley
Come on.
Johnson.
We got
And
this.
it's Jeremy Lin in for Clarkson. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Cleveland. LeBron comes in for Shumpert. No one near Smith as he lets it go.
Call that
Fires the
bull
jumper
crap.
from the corner and nails it.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it. Cavs tried to make a push for the playoffs last season, in a way going against the grain, but instead a disappointing
Yes, he's
season
not
was
good.
all over. Coach and front office questioned
Ha.
the team.
Trying to do a fancy pass and it
And
cost
out of
you.
bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Randall's checked in for Ed Davis. And then for Cleveland, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. Outside Bryant. Pass to Young. There's the triple. Varejao
Come on,
comes
Young.
in with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Here's James. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 6
Jeez.
points for LeBron.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll
Here we
find
go
a way
with
to
the
hurt
junk
you.
in the trunk again.
And stolen by Kyrie
Are you
Irving.
serious?
And here's the fast break. 11
wow.
feet away. And Cleveland again with the bucket. And here is Los Angeles now. Outside, Kobe. Lynn kicks to Young.
Young, don't fuck this up.
Fires from 14. That's short off the rim.
Well, they'll give
Wow.
him that shot. He doesn't have the
Is he
most
injured
reliable
or
jump shot in
something?
the world. We know that.
And that's an intentional foul.
I have no idea why he was fouling there.
And even the foul, I mean, you can't be
great.
wrapping guys up
Kobe.
like that. I mean, it just
Send
doesn't
it
make
down.
any sense.
That's
a
great. That's
meaningless
all we
play.
need.
Wayne Ellington's checked in for Kobe. Now, here is Irving. Second chance shot. Here's Thompson. And the shot
All right.
counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Well, the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
Well, last season, Tristan Thompson made the decision to change his shooting hand. Clark, he went from shooting with his left to now shooting with his right hand.
I don't know
Yeah,
where
I'm
he
not
got
heard of
him. Young
anything
is
quite
shooting
like
like
that
crap.
before, but he improved his free throw shooting substantially as a result of the change. And he gets to the line fairly often, so I think that's a nice development. I love that young man's work ethic and what he brings to a team in terms of rebounding and physicality.
I think LeBron's going to like playing.
I agree. Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
Here's James, rebounded by the Lakers. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. The shot straight from Ellington. Ellington's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
It's LeBron with the drive.
Where is everybody?
And he banks in the layup.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Outside, Lynn. There's the three.
Yep.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. Lakers on top, up by 2. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
I'm here with Kevin Love, and great effort out there tonight. Just a quick question. You guys did a tremendous job chipping away at that big deficit you faced early on. What changed?
Oh, man, we just executed, got good shots, and got stops. That was really it.
A winded Kevin Love. Thank you. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
Okay, we don't care about the blue part. Let's skip it. $24 points. Not bad.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game. I mean, he has been everywhere.
Well, in terms of his points in the first half, I mean, that's pretty much what we've come to expect out of him.
Yeah, that's an open book on all you need to know about what talent he has.
Too many
I'll bet he adds a lot more to that tally in the second
Way
half.
too many.
Davis is out there with Johnson. And there's Bryant, then it's Hill, and it's Clarkson in at the point. That's Byron Scott's 5 as we get into the second half.
Losing ball foul.
The Cavaliers shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Love with the bucket.
You know, it wasn't really hard to see why the Lakers struggled so much last year. The talent was down, and also the defensive effort and focus was borderline embarrassing.
Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of it.
A great matchup. I mean, these two teams really match up well talent-wise. I'm enjoying this.
Here's Kobe. Mozgov grabs the ball. Mozgov's got 4 rebounds in this game. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
The same thing.
David Blatt,
same spot, and he missed it the same way.
Hired from the international ranks. Though we grew up near Boston, a die-hard Celtics fan, he represents all the aspiring NBA coaches from abroad, saying, quote, I feel a great sense of responsibility. I feel like I've got to do a good job. Kevin, he's certainly got the personnel to do it.
A roster loaded with talent, Doris. Indeed. Thank you. Played into the nice touch off the glass. And it's a 5-point Cleveland lead.
As you said with the Lakers, last year the defense was near the bottom in a lot of categories. Opponents averaged almost 110 points on them.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Clarkson kicks to Bryant. Los Angeles with another miss.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And it's James missing. Well, it was a bit of a mix between effort and planning and personnel for the Lakers and their defensive struggles.
Well, they would give up the most points in the paint and fast break points over the course of the season. And give up easy teams like that, you're not winning.
You know, even though he doesn't really have the long-range abilities on a consistent
we ain't gonna lose this. No, he'll give the Lakers at least one game.
Cavaliers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Irving attacking. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Oh my God.
16 points for LeBron.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now here's Johnson. It's tipped. On the wing, Bryant takes the 3.
Boom.
And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. 33 points for Kobe Bryant.
everybody's on it, man. Thank you.
Right now, giving up so many open looks from the three-point line.
Yeah, they are splashing them. Their last 3 buckets have all come from behind the arc.
Boom.
How about that basketball, man? Wow.
Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
You know what? You're right. Neither side has been able to hang on to the lead for any kind of time at all.
Yeah, you're right, Clark. 7 lead changes already.
Here's Mozgov after the basket by Los Angeles. It's LeBron with the drive. Here's Shumpert. Bangs home the trifecta. Shumpert's got 5 points so far.
Kyrie Irving 3 seasons ago was the only rookie in NBA
Boom.
to shoot as well as he did
Tied
from
it
the
up with
three-pointers,
that.
the field, and the free throw line. There's no question about it. He is an elite
39.
shooter.
Not bad.
Cavaliers
Not
have
bad
had
at
nearly
all.
everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime.
Come on.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Love. Great D that time from Davis. Los Angeles has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Johnson's shot is off. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense.
Wait.
Irving, super skilled, one of the league's best shooters, and he make a strong case for being the league's most elusive ball handler as well. Seems to get by his man pretty much at will.
And Cleveland making a change here. Smith has checked in. Mozgov passes to Irving. Mozgov with the bucket. Mozgov's got 10.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
Here's Clarkson. Back to Bryant.
Yeah.
Up and banks it in.
Should have been a
Bryant's
foul,
got
but it's
39.
all good.
And Irving's super quick with the ball in his hands. And when he gets to the basket, a master using spin and English to convert.
And Kevin, you know, the story is that growing up, the hoop in his yard had a big part of the backboard broken off on the right side. So
Oh,
he
come
had
on.
to learn that spin in English in order to bank
No.
it
I like that story.
in. Necessity is the mother of creation.
Finally, he
Shot
makes
is
one.
good.
Another
Like
good
that.
pass, and their
Jeez.
offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shots.
And he gets it to go.
Everybody
Mozgov's
use
got
him.
12.
This is some kind of performance we're
Defense
seeing
suck.
from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Kobe against Smith. From deep three-point range, the
Wow.
shot is off. So Cleveland will take it the other way.
LeBron
Dude,
James
we
having
gonna
his
foul
best
him
game
like that.
last season.
Come on,
Serge
dude.
Ibaka, short of that, he seemed at times invulnerable. His durability, just one more thing that sets him apart.
Wow.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the
And he
Cavaliers.
got that one.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it
Bryant
going.
is sitting
And I'll tell
down.
you, the
Well,
other
we
thing
lost
that's been a
this one.
factor is the transition game. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
Yep.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles.
Nobody else can't shoot.
And LeBron over his career dealing with a few back issues, but he's been able
Let's
to
do
remain
this all day.
remarkably healthy.
Kevin, incredibly
That might help
durable,
us.
given the punishment he absorbs night in and night out and the load he's asked to carry by his team at both ends of the floor. That's another element that makes you shake your head about what he's been able to do in his career.
Told you.
You're right. You're right.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
And there's the pass to Ellington.
Boom.
Basket good off the assist from Lynn.
Wrong two, but it's all good.
Lynn's got 3 assists tonight. Irving attacking. It's blocked. Now here's Ellington. He's covered by Irving. Ellington dishes to Boozer. To the paint. Cuts off the pass.
Fuck that up.
Dellavedova kicks to Irving. Poked away. Stolen by Boozer. And it's the Lakers on the break. All going up court. And it's blocked. And they get it back. Randall no good. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Here's Dellavedova, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
So nice to have a guy like that who can take charge at any time.
Yeah, so many of his passes, Steve, have led directly to baskets.
And Young kicks to Lynn. Puts it up. Again, Young missing. Verja with it.
That sucks.
Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Oh, he does.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show.
I don't know why I'm so proud of him. He's been missing all his shots.
So much fun.
The Lakers have gone
I
1
missed
for 1,
that
making
one.
their previous attempt at the line.
They have a very average shooting team in terms of the free throw line, about 76% a year ago.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Cavaliers lead by 7. And do not go away.
That's
as
it.
We'll be back in just a few moments.
Reggie Kobe still sitting down.
And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yep.
This was a showstopper, wasn't it? Just
Still
a
sitting.
difficult pass to make, and he makes it flawlessly. It set up that alley-oop.
And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter.
Let's
Thompson and
see what
Verja
can
at the
we
4 and
do.
5. Amon Shumpert is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's LeBron in at the
Boom.
3. And the shot is good.
And a virtual
Down
free
by
look
4.
at a three-point shot. The defense completely lost him there.
Dellavedova, the pass to Verja. Now the dish to James. Here's Thompson. Rebound by
Thank you.
Carlos Boozer. Lakers trail by 4. Now here's Ellington. Here's Lynn. Can't get it to fall.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Dellavedova, that's good.
7.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
No way.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it
6.
started and a better job finishing it off.
Now here's Ellington. Guarded by Shumpert. Ellington kicks to Randall. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Julius Randle, drafted out
Boom.
of Kentucky
Sweet.
after 1 season. He fits that classic power forward mold. 6'9", strong, physical, great
All right.
rebounder, and
Back down
scores
the
with his
floor.
back to the basket.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Hill, he's checked in for Boozer. Johnson comes in for Nick Young. Kobe's checked in for Wayne Ellington. And it's Clarkson in for Jeremy Lin.
Boy, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
Lakers trail by 6. And Randall, regarded as a good outside shooter in high school, didn't really show that, though, at Kentucky.
And I think he wants to show that he can be a floor spacer at the NBA level, but it may take some time. That would really help him offensively because he is a tad undersized at the power forward spot. So being able to shoot it from the perimeter will go a long way in his development.
Mozgov dishes to James. He kicks to Mozgov. And count it. 2 points with a chance for 1 more at the free throw line.
You know, passing the ball well on the perimeter has really opened things up offensively for this club.
Steve, it makes the game easy. I mean, 10 straight points off assists. That's impressive, but it's easy when you move the ball.
Ed Davis is checked in for Los Angeles. A switch here also for Cleveland. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. Irving kicks to Mozgov. Dishes to James. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game.
What a great play.
Thank
Sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
Lakers trail by 7. Outside Bryant.
Oh, come on, Kobe.
Three-pointers off the mark.
Just an enormous advantage for them on the boards.
Guys, the key to the lead, to me, has been they've dominated the glass. It's that simple.
Here's James. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
LeBron James is able to do everything on the court. He's also looking to expand his horizons off the court. Plans to start a movement. Even helped develop a TV series based on his life story a little while back. And so he's exploring various avenues of self-expression.
That's good.
Well, with his team struggling, he is taking it upon himself to get them back into this game.
The Cavaliers leading by 6.
By 6.
Irving kicks to Mozgov. And there's the feed to LeBron. Cleveland moving the ball around. And he takes that one up and powers it through. Well, now they're just going to town on it.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Close enough.
Pass to Irving. Back to James. Outside jumper. Good, and the assist goes to James. And now it's an 11-point Cleveland lead.
And we're seeing the shots just dropping from everywhere right now.
Yeah, since halftime, Steve, they've been operating very efficiently.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Gentlemen, Byron Scott had some advice for his team in that last timeout. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
No good from Irving. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Timothy Mozgov. That's his first foul. Lakers trail by 11. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect him to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes some change plans.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And it's Shumpert penetrating. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Boy, they needed that last rebound. They haven't done well on the boards overall, but that one was huge.
Still fighting for the win.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
I hate that.
Now, here is Irving. Defense right on him. And James with the basket on the assist by Irving. And that's now 21 points for LeBron.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He said their plan was run their offense through LeBron. Coach asked him to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. Gentlemen, some late-game adjustments that could prove crucial in the game's closing moments. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks again, Doris. Here's Clarkson. Outside Bryant. The three ball. The second chance effort. And Davis can't get it to go. Cleveland leading by 11.
They were doing so good,
Passes it to Mozgov. On the wing, Irving. LeBron outside. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. LeBron's got 15 points in just the second half. And Los Angeles guys shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. And despite the fact they've been beaten on the boards, this one is still close.
Kevin, they're still in it.
Come on, Kobe.
Kobe Bryant with a 2-year extension worth almost $50 million, Steve. Highest paid in the NBA.
Kobe.
You know, a lot of people, Kevin, thought he should have taken a pay cut. I don't agree with that. I mean, he's earned every penny he's made and then some. The big thing now is can you build around him, particularly at the stage in his career where his best years are behind him. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out for the Lakers.
Good.
Really
Bryant's
good
got 50 points.
Yeah.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Irving kicks to Shumpert. Here's the three. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got assist number 11 for him here tonight.
And people talk about the money that Kobe's making, but when you look at his
now you
value
want to make a three.
to the Lakers as a marquee player, whether in tickets or merchandising, I mean, he more than justifies that top dollar. And that's before you talk about his great legacy with the team. So I think his salary is a moot point.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. A statement victory for the Cavaliers.
Can catch up,
It's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Shot quality and better overall shooting.
Fantastic show put on. What an amazing game all around it was for James. You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see him being a part of it. He was all over this one.
Shot clock at 6. And that one's good, Irving.
And for the Lakers, signing Kobe to the extension, a way of rewarding a player who's meant so much to their franchise and pretty much ensures that he'll finish his career as a Laker, which is certainly the ending that he and Laker faithful had hoped for.
And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Kobe's got 57 points.
And he's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? He really needs to continue to work for those good looks.
Here's Shumpert, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 13.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
Kobe, that's for 2. Mozgov
What was
grabs
that,
the board.
Brian?
Cleveland's going
What
3
was
from
that?
downtown here in the 4th. And Cleveland can just let the clock run down
We
here.
just sort of lose this game because now he's just showing off.
Johnson
and shit.
against James.
Wow.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And so now we'll go down to Doris Burke, who's standing by live with our Jordan
He
player
gonna
of the game.
woof.
Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron fans obviously love seeing both you and Kobe on the floor out there competing. What does it mean to you in a game like tonight?
It means a lot to go against him. That's somebody I idolized when I was in high school, and to be on the same floor with him, 2 times a year, it's great. He's one of the best of all time, still one of the best in this league today, and it's always good going against someone that you know is going to compete every possession.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our player of the game, LeBron James.
LeBron James. Who cares? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. Thank you for supporting my channel and watching and liking and commenting. Thank you. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.